Hi, Laura here, and in today's video I want to talk to you about motivation. Now, a lot of people think that you have to be motivated and they're looking for this thing called feeling motivated before they start a particular action. And that action will be the action that will lead you to the goal that you're wanting to achieve. So for example, if you're wanting to get fit and healthy, a lot of people kind of wait until they feel motivated. So for example, you might commit to do running a couple of times a week, and then you get up in the morning and you don't feel like running, and so you don't go running. And you just think, oh, well, I'm not motivated, now's not the right time, or I'm just lazy, I'm just not good at running, I'm just not committed enough to it. And all of that's incorrect. When it comes to trying to achieve a particular goal, trying to be better in performing at something and trying to be successful, and in particular when it comes to any kind of fitness or sports, it's not a feeling of motivation that you're looking for. It's actually doing the stuff that you need to do even when you don't want to do it. And that comes down to different things, and people refer to it as different things, but ultimately it's the same. So some people will say it's all about determination, being determined. Some people say it's about having this kind of internal desire. Some people say it's about having the right habits. Some people say it's about repetition. Ultimately, it's all kind of pointing to the same thing. So if you commit that you want to train and run a 10k, you then know that that means you need to practice, say, 3 times a week, running 10 minutes up to an hour every time when you're running. If every time that you go for a run and you think, oh, I don't want to, and then you choose not to, and it is your choice not to, you're not going to achieve that goal. Whereas if you commit to yourself to these goals and take the action that you need to, regardless of how you feel, so take those feelings out of the equation, plot strategically what you need to do, and then if that's what you've got to do, you go and do it. It's the same thing as work. On a Monday morning, are you really jumping out of bed feeling motivated to go to work? For those that are lucky enough to do their dream job, then potentially you are, but for the most of us, we don't want to. But we know that there's consequences. If you just don't turn up to work, or you turn up to work late, you're not going to get paid, you might lose your job. And you know that getting paid, having a job means other things. It means you have money in the bank account, means you can afford food, heating, pay your bills. Also, it might mean that you've got some surplus left over to do exciting activities that you want to do. So although you don't feel it and you're definitely not motivated to go to work, you'll still get up and go to work. And there's lots of things in life that we force ourselves to do when we don't feel like doing it. And we're not waiting for motivation. If we all waited for motivation to go to work, then we'd all be sat at home watching Netflix. So it's the same thing when it comes to your fitness and your sports. And a lot of people kind of mix it up. They think that because they've not got this feeling of motivation, that then just leading a fit, healthy life isn't for them. They think that, and sometimes they'll beat themselves up and just say that they're lazy, or they're just destined not to be fit and healthy. And that type of lifestyle is only available to a certain type of people. Just like a lot of people think that you're either born with a natural ability to be kind of quite sporty. Now, some people will have some kind of natural genetics that do help them become sporty, but the people that are successful in a particular sport, or just being fit in general, it's not about a natural inbuilt talent that they're born with. It's just the fact that they actually develop a skill, and they just keep repeating and repeating and repeating and practicing. So a lot of people that you see becoming very successful, whether that is in some kind of fitness sport arena, whether that's in kind of their business, setting up their own company, or being successful moving their way up through the career ladder. Maybe they're successful in the kind of the personal life, relationships, that kind of thing. It's not because they're motivated, and it's not because they're naturally born with something. All it is a skill, and it's focusing in on that skill and just making that commitment to do it every day and move yourself a little bit forward. And that's what you need to do with your fitness sport. So whether you're currently a beginner at fitness, or whether you are already a top performing athlete and you want to take things to the next level, look at the things that you need to do to get you from A to B. Give yourself little milestones and stepping stones. Forget about B, and focus on the action that you need to do every day to keep yourself moving forwards, and remove your feelings and your emotions from that. Completely forget about how you feel. So if you're committing to run a marathon and you have to get up at 6 a.m. in the morning and it's dark and it's raining and it's miserable, yep, you are probably unless you're superhuman, you're going to get up and you're just going to think, no, I don't want to do it, or I just want to roll over and go back to bed. That's a normal feeling, so don't berate yourself and think that that's wrong and think that then achieving this goal isn't attainable. But what the difference is, and what the successful people do, is they will ignore that feeling and they will do that action that they need to do regardless, okay? Obviously some exceptions, especially when it comes to fitness, you know, if you are injured, physically injured, or sort of mental health struggling, slightly different kettle of fish. So that's a different scenario. But if you are, you know, fit and healthy and you are committing to some particular goal and achievement and you really want to achieve that goal, set yourself the mini actions that you need to do each day that will lead you one step closer, and make sure that you do those actions regardless of how you feel. And the same thing will come into place when it's the opposite, when you're trying to think of all the actions that you do that deter you from achieving and sabotage from achieving that goal. So for example, if you are trying to lose weight, there will be certain actions that you do that will become a deterrent from losing weight. So maybe you have a habit of eating a cookie at 11 o'clock in the morning, or having a donut at some point during the day. That's not a feeling, that's not a desire, that's not an emotion, that is just a habit, and you've just got used to that. So again, forget about your feelings and your emotions and your desire. Take a step out from that and think about the actions that you need to do. Is going and buying that donut going to help you to lose weight? No. So should you be doing that if that's really your goal? What is more important? And weigh that up. And then I'm not saying, so I advocate a healthy, balanced diet, and I do think a little bit of, you know, things like donuts, chocolates, crisps, that's all okay. But if you are trying to lose weight, think about how you can do it. So normally the simplest thing is to reduce your calories, and so think about how you can kind of reduce your calories a little bit, increase your calories a bit more. Think about the actions that you need to do, and just every day, even every hour, question yourself, is that action going to lead me one step closer to what I'm looking for, or is it actually taking me a step further away from what I'm looking for? And then remove those emotions, those feelings, that desire, and make it an informed decision to take the action that is the right action that's going to lead you closer to your goals. So stop looking and waiting for motivation. Motivation is crap. It doesn't mean anything. Sometimes you will see something that motivates you and it inspires you. So potentially this video might inspire you, might stick a rocket up your bum and get you moving and doing something, but it's not going to keep you going, and it's definitely not going to keep you moving and active through those winter months. What you need is to be consistent. You need to set up daily habits that will lead you a step closer. You need to have that focus and that kind of discipline. So they all come under the same very similar umbrella, and I will do some more videos teaching about how you can form that kind of discipline skill set, and how you can form healthy habits, and how you can kind of unbreak unhealthy habits. But for now, the main take home point is stop waiting for motivation. And a little plot twist here is actually, if you get yourself doing the actions that you need to do, you will ironically find yourself becoming more motivated. So if at first you don't feel motivated to go running, if you keep up and keep running, so normally it takes about 30 days, you're kind of building in a little bit of a habit, and you will feel more motivated. So I'm quite motivated and focused on working out most days, but my routine changes from sometimes I work out first thing in the morning, sometimes I'm working out quite late at night. When I have changed my routine, so for example, I went from working out late at night to working out first thing in the morning. When I changed that routine and then suddenly my day changed and I wasn't working out in the morning, I felt very kind of like, oh, something's missing here. So I'd kind of built in this habit of working out first thing in the morning. So you will build these habits and you will feel this kind of desire to actually to do the action. So that's the irony as well. So if you forget about motivation, focus on taking the action, and then the more that you do that action that you need to do, that actually is going to flip it around and make you more motivated. And then it becomes a nice healthy circle. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed the video, found it useful. Like, comment, share, let me know what your thoughts are. I will try and share some more strategies, so this is just more of a broader overview, but then I'll share there's various different strategies, different books you can read that will teach you about how to form habits, so I'm going to share some of those over time. But why not comment and share your thoughts, what you do to kind of keep yourself focused and doing the actions. So, you know, when it comes to fitness, when it comes to diet, we know exactly what you should be doing, and it's not hard in this day and age. You can Google and go on the internet and we know what we should be doing, but the challenge is that it's really hard to get ourselves doing the thing that we need to do. And one of the biggest mistakes we make is that we think we have to feel this feeling of motivation. We have to wait until motivation and inspiration hits us, and that is not true. That is a load of crap, and if you wait for that, you're going to be waiting for a long time, and you're going to miss your opportunities, and you're not going to achieve that level of greatness that you could achieve. So forget about motivation, focus on the actions that you need to take, and then find ways of making yourself and helping yourself, setting yourself up to win, to do those actions every day. And that's what I'm going to go into in some other videos in a bit more detail about how you can form habits, how you can help yourself do those actions that you need to do, even when you're having days when you don't really want to. So take care. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Like, comment, share. If you think this might be useful for a fellow friend, family member, work colleague, then tag them in, share with them, let them know. And I'd like to know what your thoughts are. You know, do you agree with this? Does this make sense? Have you found this useful? What other strategies, tools do you use as well? Take care, have a great day, great evening, whatever you're up to, and I will see you soon with some more videos. Bye.